Check 1, 2.
No echo.
It was something.
Welcome in everybody to WJLX Sports. It's tonight, Wednesday night at Crawfish Warehouse, and we have our Walwyn area coaches show. Brian Hale, James Phillips, and tonight joining us, the head coach of the Meek Tigers, Brian Woods. Coach, you're entering your sixth season. You got off to a 5-0 start. A really great victory last night over Lynn, 60-29. Everything seems to be clicking for you guys right now.
It is. Everything's going good right now. I'll tell you, our guys have really bought in. You know, it started last year. We returned a bunch, and this year, we had one come in is Coleman Bonner from down here in Jasper, but really it started well. We're playing hard. Our guys are really playing hard. They're getting after it. Our shots still haven't failed yet, just the way that we think that they will, but at the time, we're playing really hard.
When you take a look at this team after the Elite Eight finish that you had last year, what really stood out when you took a look at that team? Did you think that this had the chance to be probably one of your best years ever?
You know, I did, really, because, you know, we returned the sophomores that we're returning and our juniors from last year, which are seniors and juniors this year. You start out with Evan McKay, And Evans averaging 14 points right now. He's also averaging 7 assists and 7 steals a game. He's a real leader for us, and he's a point guard. He directs everything, and he was really well. And that down the stretch, he stepped up. And then we've got Parker Ferguson, that's also another junior, that he's averaging another right at 14 a game and 10 rebounds a game, about 4 steals. So those two last year come on, and then this year. And with Coleman was a surprise, and he's been really, really good for us. We returned a bunch. We lost Connor Lane, which went with his dad to Addison, and 2 other seniors that contributed. But we returned pretty much the whole team. So and then, like I say, adding Coleman and Griffin Williams coming in there this year to play. That's Tony Williams' son and Philip Williams' nephew. So he played for me, and he just took his 10th grade year off. So we're really athletic and can go. We just got to get together a little bit more.
This senior class that you've had a chance to know them over this 5 years, watch them grow. What can you say about this senior class that has really stood out to you?
Well, the main thing I guess I could say is this senior group is they're really good leaders. They're really good kids. There's you take Briley Bowling, he steps up from doing. He started a couple years now, but he's done anything from laundry to uploading film to he's a coach on the floor. And then Brady's a quiet guy that really gets after it. Weston's another guy that keeps us in check. That's been with us the whole time. And then the other 2 seniors, this will be their first year we've had them, is Jackson Brown and Coleman. But this whole senior group is really, really solid. And the thing I'm the most proud of is I can lay my head on the pillow at night and I don't have to worry about what they're doing and where they're at and what's going on with them.
That's quality. JP, you got any questions for Coach?
Coach, just talk a little bit about the leadership that you do have on this team, because you got so many guys that have came back, even though you missed a few. How has it been this early in the season to have a team that's got enough leadership that you're not having to worry about that sort of thing?
Well, it's been really good. So at practice, I'm used to me being the one that has to really get after it, and I feel like I'm having to search now. I'm able to add stuff at practice. I'm able to go and do a lot of different things, and we don't have to stay as long. And with having this group, it really started last year after our county tournament, but then again and then we started this year. It's been really nice because we tell them, we go over our stuff, and I can pretty much sit back and walk around and just look, and they're directing because they have a goal in mind. And they're a player-led team, and everybody wants the same goal, and that makes it so easy for a coach. And 2 years ago, I planned to resign, and my wife wanted me to stay, and now I'm so glad because this group of seniors and this group of 11th graders is one that has helped me out a bunch. I'm not the perfect person in the world, but these guys have helped me as much as I've helped them through through life and everything else, and see how things roll.
I like when we hear that from coaches is that their kids have just as much impression on them as you do the kids a lot of times.
And that's it. And I tell them every day. And we've started a thing. That I'm friends with Coach Curry at Alabama, and we've started a thing, show appreciation, and we tell something each day that we're thankful for about some of our teammates and the team, and before we leave each day, and we make sure we tell each other we love each other each day, and we leave with prayer each day before we leave, and there's a lot of things, and I've not always been that type of guy, but those kids really I've seen a lot out of them, you know. So, and it's been really good.
Now, I know you guys are in a pretty packed area there with some good teams. Talk about the area and what you expect this year.
You know, the area with Addison, St. Bernard, and Coleman Christian. Addison, it was between us and Addison last year in the area, and they graduated a few as well, and they're returning a bunch. They're returning a couple of really good players, and they added a good player and be a sophomore in Connor Lane. But Elijah Roberts, in which y'all know him from football, is that is a really good athlete, and he is a just as good or better basketball player as he is a football player. And they've got a lot of young pieces. They're going to be a lot like we were last year. They're 10th and 11th grade heavy, and it's just going to be to the point that it's. And then you got Coleman Christian. They're on the up. They're going to be better this year, and and then St. Bernard. I don't really know what Coach Burleson's got, just to be honest with you, but I'm thinking it's going to be us and Addison, just to be honest with you. But and it's been that way for the last couple of years, so I don't see why it shouldn't be this year. But Addison's going to have a really good team.
And that's a great area for you guys to be in, just as far as travel goes. You know, you don't have to go very far at all.
That's right. It is. Travel's not very far, and you know, in the atmosphere of those games is really nice, and so. It's really nice to have that area.
Yeah, well, before we went on the air, I joked around that, you know, it's y'all always want to beat Addison. It don't matter what sport it is.
Yeah.
It could be tiddlywinks, and you want to beat Addison. So that's always fun to have a game that you have such a rival, and it means so much for an area championship and things like that.
Right, it is. You know, last year, you go back to even just last year's games and the basketball games, that is, and in the last several years, it's been tough. You know, it's been a battle, you know, from our place to their place. It'd be 1 point here, 10 there, whatever. And come down to last year in the area championship game, and we were fortunate enough to play well and pull it out. But it's a knockdown drag out between the two of us each year.
How much more of a chess game is it when you see Addison not only during the area tournament during area play, you also see him during the Winston County tournament. When you see an opponent that many times, how much of a chess match does it become?
Oh, it's really difficult. You know, last year we played Addison 4 times, and when you play a team 4 times, it's really hard to beat. It's hard to continue to stay locked in, stay focused, and you know, because you're doing so much, and it's just tough. It's tough to beat a team over and over. Because basketball's it's tricky with putting the ball in the hoop, and it's just tough. It's really not ideal to play each other 4 times like we have in the past, and may end up doing that this year as well.
I enjoyed the couple of times I've seen you this year at football games. It's pretty obvious these guys mean so much to you. You're not just their coach. You're a big fan of them. It's pretty obvious.
Yes, and that we're a really, really close, tight-knit group, all the way from the coaches, the boys' side of the coaches, and that's all the way around. But Coach Evans and Coach Sadler and I, we talk on a regular basis, and I follow the football team to every game. I actually pull their equipment trailer, and if it gets to a point, I'm liable to walk down on the sideline and talk to some of these kids. And it's not just my basketball kids. Mm-hmm. I'm in a little unique situation. I teach at a tech school, and I teach welding, so I know kids from all over our county, and I just love the kids in general. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to encourage, because it's Coach Evans' job during football to do his thing, and you need a good cop, bad cop sometimes. And if I see something, I might go back and pat one on the back and try to pick them up and do some stuff like that. But I try to have a good relationship with these kids because they do mean so much to us.
JP, you got anything before we close out and head to programming notes?
Talk a little about your administration there at Meek and what a good job they do.
Our administration is really, really good. Coach Henderson, which Alan Henderson is I know.
I know Alan Henderson very well. We were high school classmates, and so
Okay.
I was going to say, well, what can you tell me bad about Alan Henderson?
Well, I'm not going to say anything bad about Coach Henderson. I tell you, he and I we've got to be pretty good friends over the years since I've been there. I really didn't know him a whole lot until I took the job, and he got the principal job, and we'd coached against each other a couple times, but I tell you, he does a really good job. He's really supportive of us and the team, and you can't beat Coach Henderson.
Do you know what his high school nickname was?
I do not.
We called him Al Bundy.
Oh,
So call him that when you see him tomorrow.
I will.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining us. Brian, you got anything else before we go?
No, that's it. We're going to take a really short break. We're really pleased to have Coach Woods join us, and we're going to be back in just a few moments with programming notes before we step into the Coach Burns show. So we'll be right back on WJLX. Welcome back, everybody, to Crawfish Warehouse, Wednesday night's annual tradition, weekly tradition for us, which is the Walker County Coaches Show, and pretty soon we'll be having Coach Burns up. And a few programming notes. We've got some Live at 9 coming up this week.
Yeah.
Who do you have guest-wise?
Next couple of days, we got a couple folks coming in. Tomorrow is going to be a surprise. Friday is going to be a guy named man, what's his name? You gave it to me. Now I'm gone.
Uh-oh.
He does a show on Sundays and Saturdays on Wjlx. His last name is Nation. I can't remember his first. Josh Nation is going to come in and talk about his show. He does a really good spiritual broadcast each weekend, and I just wanted to kind of give him a chance to let the community know who he is and what he does, and I think it'll be a really cool show on Friday morning for him.
He might rival me for the company's biggest Star Wars fan.
I've heard that. I've heard he's a big Star Wars guy.
Yeah. So that's really cool.
And I found out that his daughter and my daughter are best friends, and we didn't even know each other.
Oh.
So that'll be
snap.
That'll be a good part of the conversation too.
It definitely is. Later on this week, we'll be releasing information on county tournament. Next week, we have a humongous week. We have programming every single day.
Yeah.
And it all start off with Jasper basketball. We got some Bevel in the middle, and then we have county tournament joining Jasper, also near Lakeland week. We will not be having but one more coaches show, and that will be week after next. That's all we're going to have for this year.
We won't do next week because we've got a Bevel home game on Wednesday that's in between everything else, and then we've got like you said, Jasper playing early, Jasper playing late. We got the county tournament going on Thursday and Friday. That's always a really fun event.
Absolutely.
And our Walker County schools, they may be playing terrible leading up to that county tournament, but they're all going to do their best to beat each other.
They want to show it out on the big stage.
Yeah, and I think it'll be a lot of fun seeing got some new coaches in the area, got a few older coaches that are still hanging around, and I think it's going to be a neat tournament just to see kind of where the pecking order is now in Walker County.
That's right. And
now, like you, though, I would much rather see it be an inclusive Walker County tournament where we can have Summerton Christian and Jasper join in. I think that's the perfect thing to do. I don't know exactly who we need to, pick it against to make that happen again, but we can do it.
Years ago, I tried to fight that fight, and it didn't come out, but just basically one tournament, softball tournament, is when they did it all. But, we tried.
We did. We tried. And then I do want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Christmas parade last night. We had like 6,000 people who had watched it as of the time I went to bed last night. Everybody was leaving great comments. It was really just me and Timmons and my wife Andrea sitting out there having a good time and joking around for the 2 hours of the parade. But it was a lot of fun, and we enjoyed it. We froze a little bit, but we survived.
Hey, anytime that we can have a great audience like that, we're always happy. Plus, I understand that we might have that video shared around to.
I had somebody from CBS 42 contact me a little earlier. They were needing. They'd heard what a big parade it was, and that Linda from the chamber had said we had a great video for them that they could use if they needed to, and I gave them permission. Yeah, go ahead, put it far and wide, and tell them Wjlx did it.
Absolutely. Oh, and don't forget our friends Nick and Patrick. We have a Game Managers podcast this week. Be sure to check that out. Watch us on Facebook. But James and I are going to step away for just a brief moment while we get ready for the Coach Burns Show. And this has been the Walwyn Area Coaches Show here on WJLX, brought to you by Crawfish Warehouse.
And here we are, James Phillips at Crawfish Warehouse. It's time for the Heath Burns Show. Coach Burns joins us now, and who'd you bring with you tonight, Coach?
I brought my point guard, Brody, senior Brody Garrett here.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Brody. So you're going to tell us some bad stuff about him,
Bad
right?
stuff? I'm going to tell you, the list is too long. You know?
Well, he seems like a heck of a teammate, whether it's football, basketball, whatever he's playing.
Look,
I think we've bragged about him a lot over the airwaves the last few years.
This dude's as selfless as I've coached a lot of selfless kids. This dude's up there at the top. Like he could score 15 a night, but he'd rather distribute the ball around to his teammates and make them look good, and while making himself look better as he does it. He's just a fine young man, Christian young man, does things the right way on and off the floor. He's a guy that you want to represent your program wherever he goes because he's always the same dude. And I just, I get kind of emotional talking about this guy because he's come a long way and he's just a fine young man.
The first thing I remember about him is it was last year during football season. Right when Brett had passed away, I stepped in to do a couple of the games, and it was the Columbia game. And I think he ran one back like 75 yards or something. And, I mean, he was just running down the field as fast as possible, and nobody was even close to him.
Well,
he's fast on that field.
Man, he's as athletic as they come. People don't know how much bounce he's got, man. He can jump out of the gym. He can get in gaps. I mean, he's a selfless guy, but, man, he is really, really athletic. Like you're saying, he's explosive. Like, he's extremely explosive on the floor.
Yeah.
He plays great defense. He always has to guard the best player. He plays 29, 30 minutes a game. And to do that and just guard and make passes, that's you can't find kids that do that these days.
Right.
And that's why we win. It's guys like this right here.
Well, I've only gotten to see you guys once so far at home, and in that game, you had the big lead on Decatur Heritage, and then all of a sudden they come storming back, and Brody really took over as far as managing the floor. And I thought that was one of the things. It wasn't just a up and down the floor. He took over as the point guard and made positive things happen, and that was a big key to y'all holding on for that win.
Well, he gets it. He understands what we do, and he's been in the program for a long time, so he understands the system. He plays off too. We talk about that continuously, and like he does it now. And I mean, it really, when he does things like that, we look really good on the floor.
Right.
If he gets in foul trouble, it doesn't look as good.
Now, Brody,
hard.
we're saying a lot of nice things about you, but tell us some stuff about just being a part of the Viking program and what you like about it.
I think we got a really good squad. We're athletic. We love hanging out together. We got a lot of dudes. Score it. We got a lot of dudes that can shoot it wherever, whenever. So it makes it real easy to just look good out there.
Yeah. Now, you could tell us something bad about your coach, since he wouldn't say anything bad about you.
List, yeah.
Is there a long list?
It's a good long
You ever get tired of just hearing him in your ear?
Nah, it's usually helpful. Mostly.
Usually helpful.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, I understand. Now, with you being a two-sport guy, what's your favorite?
Ooh, it depends on the season.
What's the difference between the two? Like, how do you have to get prepared differently for basketball and football?
There's definitely a little overlap where I'm still super aggressive. So, like, the first few basketball games, I got in foul trouble quick because I'm still in that football mode.
Yeah.
Outside of that, it's really all the same. It's a lot, like, I like to look at it a lot mentally, so.
Now, where are we at record-wise now? I didn't look today.
We are, is it 4-2? 4-2.
4-2. You went to – tell us what's going on in the last couple of weeks since we talked to you, since Decatur Heritage.
Okay.
What's going on since then?
Well, a lot's went on since then. Was that game one?
That was game two.
Okay, so we went to Mississippi.
Right.
Didn't play too well over there. But before that, who did we play before that, Brody?
Itawamba.
Yeah, we played well against Itawamba. They came here, and actually we got a big lead, and we shot it well that night. We really shot it well that night, defended well. It was a complete game. I mean, our guys really, I thought, off the ball. Like, we moved as well as we've moved all year until I saw us play yesterday. Like, yesterday was as good as we've looked in a while. Like, I'm going to tell you, we had a 2-game lull in Mississippi, and we got hit in the mouth, and we needed it.
Yeah.
We got hit in the mouth twice by two good teams.
Well, I was going to say, y'all were playing some really good basketball teams in Mississippi.
Yeah, with size. And, we were guarding their 6'5" and 6'6" and a 6'7" with Brody, Mekhi Pledger at 5'9", and Caden Steiner at 6'1", and these guys were banging. They didn't want Brody or Mekhi or Caden in there anymore. I'm telling you, they were bruising them dudes up.
Right.
So I was excited because, we know how to guard those guys now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my bruisers in there and let them battle a little bit because they're not scared. And, that's why I like football guys, man. They get in there and they're not scared. They're him and Pledger, man. They'll knock your head off. They'll fight through screens and they know don't have to get hurt because you're staying in. So you got to get up, man.
And they're not even the people on the football team who are hitting people. They're the ones trying not to get hit.
I would have them hitting people too.
Yeah, I know, but I've seen
they play both sides.
They both initiate contact a lot of times. So
they wouldn't come off the football field for me. I promise you.
Well, and then last night y'all played Selma, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did. We went down to Selma and
64-23. That's a good win.
Man, we defended really well. We were keeping people from getting to the paint, and that's kind of our plan. We don't want. If you're going to beat us, you better beat us from way out top. We're going to guard you strong hand. We're going to make you get to your weak side of the floor, and we're going to keep you over there. And so when people allow us to stretch the floor, we're pretty good offensively. We're not going to let you do that on us. So
right.
We're going to make you play fast, play uncomfortable, and it shrinks the floor, and it helps us on defense to get Brody loose and get a lot of steals. I think yesterday we had 21 steals, 22 steals. So
oh wow,
it was a good day for us, and this guy was fantastic.
Now, what was your game last night? What did you do?
Distributed.
A lot.
To everybody else.
Oh, there we go.
It was fun.
I wasn't going to ask stats because I know Joe Moon's keeping the stats, and I mean, he probably had you with 27 assists, and that might be a little bit of a stretch.
I like to pay him a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
He had close to double digits, if not double digits assists. He was right at a double. We had like 3 guys right at double doubles, and I mean they really are getting it as far as like. We look better when the ball moves from side to side. Yeah. And Brody can tell you when we started, like in practice, when I got there, like it was on one side. Yeah. It wasn't going to the other side.
Right.
So we finally get an approach of, hey man, the percentages go up when it moves from one side to the other. Right. And he's the one that makes that work. Yeah. He really is. And he gets the paint at will. And look, he could finish. And yesterday he had a great finish, man. It was beautiful. Like a little fake pass. And he very patient. Right. Post players are patient. He's not a post player. Right. But he looks around and he goes up and he goes under. I'm thinking, man, that's my guy right there. Yeah, yeah. In the post, playing point guard, like that's my guy.
Well, how does it make a point guard feel to have the type of shooters that you have on the team too? That makes your job a little easier.
Very easy, especially with Keegan and Caden and Preston Sawyer. They all knock it down a lot.
The hardest thing you got to do is decide which one to give it to.
Yeah, make sure I get it to them in a good spot.
Right. Russellville coming up on Friday. That's a team that Jasper's definitely knows all about. So what do you expect on Friday night?
Well, we've played them several times the past 3 years I've been here, and we've had some success with them, but they've been good like every year. So we expect them to be athletic again, and they've got a kid that's been there for 4 years playing against these guys every year. I think his last name's King, but he's number 4. You won't miss him. He's good. So he's a nice player, and they got some nice pieces. They always have nice athletes up there in Russellville, and so we're expecting a challenge, and that's what we wanted for our guys, to see challenges early so we can start to peak in January. Yeah. And I don't think we'll see our best game until maybe late January. And we're playing pretty good right now, so I'm excited about this group. I really am.
Well, Coach Burns and I, after the first game, we talked about it, and there's a lot of new faces kind of on this team. What do you think as far as peaking? How long is it going to take you guys to get to know each other even?
I feel like we're doing a lot better than I expected. I mean, we have 3, 4 returning players, so it's kind of crazy, but our chemistry is already getting better each and every day. So I think we're going to peak. I think we'll peak at the right time.
Now, how ready are you to be back at home? You guys haven't played at home in a while.
No, I'm excited. I love our crowd. Everybody comes out and supports us. It's just a good environment. I just love being there.
Talk about that atmosphere a little bit. How much does that change somebody on the court? I don't think the fans realize how much they really give you guys.
Oh, definitely. The student section a lot really helps. There's a lot of close games where I feel like they give us the edge because they're chirping and they're talking to the other team and getting in their head, and it just makes the game easy.
Yeah, I feel like basketball more than any other sport, the audience can really get into it, and they can get into your head and then get into the other team's head. They can get in the official's head sometimes, and you need this guy's going to get in the official's head a lot of times. So, you know,
I'm proud of not being. I don't think I've got a no.
Now, y'all have only played 6 games.
Well,
are you talking about in 3 years?
Like,
wow.
Really? Like, before that,
that's pretty good.
Breaking records here.
Yeah. Yeah. You've mellowed out.
Yeah, and I will tell you, when I was younger, it was worse.
Oh, I know.
Really
I saw you.
You know, and Brian can remember. Golly, I don't even want to go back. I had several at Parrish. You know,
you had some at Townley.
I had a lot more at Townley.
Yeah.
You know, immaturity can ruin your complex for a while.
Right.
So I'm trying to gain that back. So.
And you've never been known to have an ego either.
No, that's you and Barry.
Such a humble guy. That's what I've always said about Heath Burns.
James, I swear, man, you're killing me tonight.
I'm sorry, I just had to. Let's take a break real quick. When we come back, I want to talk about the next couple weeks because you got a full slate ahead, and we got to talk about the Christmas tournament too before we leave tonight. So let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back on the Heath Burns Show here from Crawfish Warehouse on WJLX. And we're back here at Crawfish Warehouse. James Phillips. It's the Heath Burns Show. Got Brian Hill producing for me tonight. Then we got Burns and, man, your name just like Brody. Brody Garrett is here with us. Sorry. It's been a long week already.
Hey, you're getting old.
I am getting old, and I'm looking at it. So that's the problem. So coming up next week, you guys are playing several games next week. You're going to be at home on Monday against Northridge, and then on the 11th against Corner, and then you're going to travel 2 section before going into the West Point Randy Jones Classic. Tell us about some of those teams coming up, Burns.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Monday, it's going to be a tough game. Northridge is good every year. You know, they historically are good, but, you know, Barry Sanderson, Wimp Sanderson's son's there, and Barry and I have been friends for years, and I just love the way he handles himself, and I love the way they play defense, but it's always a physical game. Like, they're going to hit you with screens. Like, they're going to blindside you with some, and they're going to set some illegal ones, too.
Right,
and, they don't mind boxing out. They don't mind doing the dirty stuff. To me, it's not dirty, but it's basketball.
Well, it's the down and dirty.
Right.
It's not like it's illegal.
It's the stuff you need to win.
Right,
and
right.
It's that people don't enjoy. They love it.
Right.
And they relish in those moments. And they had a lot of success with that last year. And they embarrassed us on their floor. I'm going to tell you, if we got beat one time last year, they wore us out. Wouldn't you agree? That's probably the only tail whipping we took. So, and they wanted us to know because we had beaten them the year before. So they wanted us to know who's better.
Right.
And they were last year. So we're going to see who's better this year.
Yeah, I was going to say, who's better this year?
You know, and it's going to be a good matchup because they got the big kid back, the 6'7" wing that can shoot it from the perimeter and get to the rim. But, you know, Barry just does a fantastic job. His defense is always, you know, Wimp Sanderson's defense is still the same stuff. Like, they're, you know, the old school stuff still works, man.
Yeah,
and, they're going to do that. So they'll be a really good team that comes in on Monday. And then who'd you say we ran into next?
Then we got Corner.
Oh, Coach, you know, they've played well.
Yeah.
You know, they've played undefeated, right? You said he keeps.
Brody's been keeping up with it.
I'm telling you, Brody, he is sharp.
Because he said they're 10-0. He said they'll be 11-0 next time.
If not, and I'm telling you, he's better than him. His dad's better than him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's unreal. Like, we had trivia night or something at church. He knocks out every question about us, man. He's sharp.
There you go.
Like, he won every prize there almost. Like, PA's impressive. Love that dude, man. But Corners is Nathan Sanders, who coached with me at Cordova.
Right.
When we won the state championships, coaches there, and he's doing a great job with those guys. You know, he's got some kids that went with him from Cordova, actually, and they're doing some good things, man. They're shooting the ball well. They're guarding well. They just beat Coach Driver in Oakland last night. So they've got a good team, and we're expecting to go to section and get a good, you know, I'm going to tell you that there's one thing that section has. It's a tradition of good basketball.
Yeah, definitely.
And girls and boys. And more on side of the girl side. I get it, but the boys now, the last 3 or 4 years, have been really good. So.
Yeah.
And they called us. You know, teams like that don't call you unless they're pretty good. So
yeah.
We're going to go there and play, and then, of course,
then you got West Point tournament.
Yeah, and they called us out. So we're playing the host. So there's like 8 games that day, and we're game number 8, and we're playing them. So
there you go.
We'll give them what they want. And sometimes in life, you get things you don't want. You know?
I was going to say, sometimes they just don't even they don't want to play teams like you know.
We're getting called out, and I'm glad our guys are finally taking it personal.
Yeah,
and it ticks them off. Last night,
if the host team's wanting to play you, that's basically they're disrespecting you.
As the host, you're expecting to win.
Yeah,
so.
Right. Now, Corner, you were talking about their coach used to coach under you. And then they just beat another team that used to coach under you. Are you I don't want to inflate this ego anymore, but are you turning into the local basketball like Nick Saban coaching tree coming out?
I don't think that's me at all.
Okay.
I don't think my branches extend that much.
Right.
Coach Saban's is
well, you know, I grew up in Empire. There's a lot of people whose branches just go straight up in Empire. And I do have a branch or two at least.
Well, but yours are. I'm not going to go.
You're not even going to go.
Yeah. Both those guys are great guys, and both are doing a great job with their programs. I'm proud of them. I'm happy for them. So they'll do great.
Well, and then when you guys finish up with the tournament, then you'll come back the next week on the 15th, and you said that's going to be a Pack the Pit at Songer Gym. What's the just kind of old school feel to it? What are we going to do that night?
Well, you know, when I was in school, that was a long time ago, of course, but we had Pack the Pit, and you tried to pack Songer Gym out, and you played somebody pretty good, and that's what we got going on. So it's that night. Why we chose that night, I'm not sure, but we're going to wear throwbacks. A little surprise. And,
there you go.
They'll say walk on it like the old school days.
Oh man, there are going to be some people happy about that.
Yeah, and you might not need to come because I know how intimidated you were by that jersey. So
being a door guy, you know,
being a door guy, you were really intimidated.
It's a little scary sometimes.
I know it is. So you might want to just let Brian work that.
Let Brian and Woody handle that one.
Let them handle that.
Okay, that way I don't have any flashbacks. So what about and then we're going to talk about this the next time you come in for a coach's show. But just remind everybody of the Jasper Classic. It's going to be coming up on December 19th and 20th too.
Yeah, it's here. I'm going to tell you, like Coach. Well, I call Brody coach.
He's coach on the floor.
Well, he's coach. I'm telling you, he is my coach on the floor.
Yeah.
He and Steiner are coaches like wherever they go. So I call him coach a lot.
Right.
Of course, I'm gonna tell you.
I know he knows every stat about every guy that's on here probably.
He and if he doesn't, his dad does. I promise you.
Right.
Yeah,
he's good. And I'm going to tell you, like, he's already calling out guys he wants to guard right here.
Hey, there you go. You got to like that kind of player, though.
He's prepared. You know, like I always teach my guys, failure to prepare is preparing to fail. So preparation starts in your mindset early. And this guy's always, like, his mind's rolling early. And if it's not, his mom and dad are going to get him. So they're going to get him rolling. So, and that got great parents, and that's one thing about our guys, man. They've got wonderful parents, and just this cat's got, like, his sisters are first class. Like, they're just great people. It's good to see brothers and sisters that love each other. They usually
they're fighting like crazy. Yeah,
not this one. He takes care of his sisters.
Hey, that's good, especially if you're a big brother. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
My son's the oldest in our family, and he's always known he has to protect his sisters. So that's a good thing to have. How about now? You tell me, who do you want to see? Who should the basketball fans in Jasper come watch during this tournament?
Us.
Well, besides you, of course. Because, I mean, this is bringing in people that are going to be playing college basketball in the next few years and some really top talent going on.
Yeah, this 7:30 game on Saturday, the Hoover game.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good game. And then Green Forest and Gaston City looks like it's going to be pretty good too.
Yeah.
So
we know Gaston City's got a few athletes. We saw them on the football field.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we did.
I saw two of those football guys. One side with Jacksonville State, and the other side with Alabama.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Recently,
I mean, they had some athletes on that team for sure. But up and down, this is. I don't know of a better tournament in the state of Alabama.
Well, you know, on Max Preps, it's one of the top 50 in the country.
Yeah.
And but it was last year. And again, like Brody said, the Germantown Hoover game. Germantown has Sam Funches, and you need to look this kid up because he's about 6'11", 7 foot, but with the 7'5" wingspan.
Yeah, and probably plays like a point guard.
Yeah, and he just signed with Gonzaga, by the way. So he's a 5-star and going up against 4-star. The kid that just signed with Vanderbilt from Hoover, I can't remember his name, but he was a backup last year to the kid that just signed with at Tennessee starting now,
right? Yeah,
Dwayne Brown. So man, Destiny Vice is doing a great job with our social media. I'm not. Brody will tell you I'm not good with technology. I'm not good. I'm good at losing cell phones.
Yeah,
and good at losing my Mountain Dews. But
the only thing that I've seen from you on social media is when somebody else is posting a video of you dancing. That's all we ever see.
No, that's not true. That's embarrassing, man. That's my sister-in-law. Like she kills me. My sister-in-law's like, and my wife. I'll say that too. They catch me in weak moments.
Yeah.
When I don't know.
Now, did I not see you though dancing in front of the entire crowd at a football game this season?
That was Coach Jordan and Jake Sanders. They tricked me into that.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. Like I thought that Jake and I were going to do this together.
Right.
For Jake's whatever.
Yeah.
What are buyers
for his Jake Sanders Realty.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So because he bought a plug-in for the third halftime. Whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what Coach Jordan told me. I go out there and there's 2 10-year-olds I'm dancing against. That was embarrassing, dude. And I beat them.
You did beat them. Yeah.
Yeah. I took the stuff from them. Those kids I felt terrible.
But you were in a no-win situation because those were children.
Yeah, I like to compete. So
right, and you're not backing down.
No, that's why I like Alabama. I like to win, man.
Wait just a second, guy. I've just got to say this much. On Molly Kate's birthday, there was a video of her getting up and dancing. I'm telling you what, it looked just like you, Bubba.
I'm telling you,
just the same moves.
She's wild. I'm not gonna lie. She's one of those closet wild women. And I'm just wild. Period.
Yeah.
I don't hide my wildness, and these guys know it. And they like aggravating. We have a good time, man.
That's the best thing about it.
I'm the best dancer in the locker room for sure, though.
Oh, I figured that.
No doubt.
I don't know about all that.
Has anybody seen Joe Moon dance?
Oh, yeah.
I'm second. Yeah.
Joe Moon's up there.
Yeah, he is.
Well, Burns, anything else you want to let us know about before we head out for the night?
Man, just come out and support these guys. This team's a great team. They're a great group of guys. Man, you're going to see a piece of you when you watch them play because they compete and play so hard. You know, our community is built on grit and toughness and hard work, and that's what these guys are.
Brody, what about you? What are we going to see next week? Well, you still got Russellville this week, though.
Yeah.
So you can't look ahead.
Nah, not too far, but you're going to see good team ball. We're getting it right. We're going to be good.
Who should we look to that we hadn't talked about tonight as far as just looking at them on the floor? Who do you think is going to be somebody throughout the season that's going to surprise us?
Lincoln Smothers probably.
Now, he had a big game, didn't he, last night?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and we haven't got to see him because he didn't play much last year or didn't play at all last year.
He was concussed
Yeah, he was
year.
injured last year.
Yeah.
So getting to see him step up, that's going to be very good.
He won the Hard Hat Award last night, the Valhalla Hard Hat Award.
Okay. Now,
Big Nasty won it last night.
Do you go by points? Or
Yeah.
is it like a team thing too?
0.5 per assist.
Yeah.
1 for deflections, blocks, steals, defensive rebounds, loose balls, and then you go 2 for offensive rebounds and 50-50 balls, floor dives, and 4 for charges.
Now, my favorite thing to see in all of basketball is a floor dive. For some reason, when a guy takes it to the floor, like, you know, they're giving everything they got.
They are, and I'll tell you, this guy will hit the floor. He'll hit it hard.
Yeah.
And,
A little too hard.
we've got several like that, and you know, Lincoln comes up with 14 hard hat points last night.
Yeah.
You know, we call them Valhalla points, but he had a lot of rebounds though. Like the kid, he's tough. Like he blocks shots, and I'm like Brody. You picked the good one right there, man.
That was good. I appreciate you saying that.
A lot of people don't think about those guys, those selfless guys, but that's what they are, and that's what we're built on.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for joining us tonight. It'll be 2 weeks before we have Coach Burns back on, and then that week we'll definitely be hyping up the Jasper Classic Christmas tournament. That'll be great to have all those teams from all over the Southeast coming in. It's going to be really cool. So good luck on Friday night, and then we'll see you guys courtside next week too.
Thank you, James.
All right, guys, thanks for listening this week to the Heath Burns Show. James Phillips and Brian Hale. We're going to sign off now. Tune in tomorrow, live at 9, and Friday, and then we'll have the Game Managers podcast on Friday afternoon, so that'll be a lot of fun too.
SEC championship this weekend.
That's right. Pay attention. Listen to the Bama game there. You don't want to listen to some of those broadcasters are terrible. All right. We'll see you next time here from Crawfish Warehouse. I'm James Phillips. Thanks for joining us. Go Vikes.